All right, one and only BJ, the Chicago kid. So you've gone from being from Motown to now RCA. You've got your
Yeah.
new album out called Gravy that just dropped. Congratulations on
hmm
it, by all that being said. So to really take it there, you recorded this at Royal Studios in Memphis, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
What was it like creating it in such an area that's enriched with so much musically based just genres from country, rock, soul, rhythm, blues, and rap, and just amongst others? Like, what was it like creating it in such an area that was so just cultivated for music?
Honestly, I'm not familiar with a bunch of the other genres that come from Memphis, but the soul and R&B stuff that I was around and that I know of, that's pretty much was the magnetic part of it. Um, the magnetic force that really was like rocking with us was actually in the studio. It wasn't really necessarily the city. That studio was like more of a museum for the people that desire to come there. You could feel the energy from the people that left great like energy there for those to come after them. So pretty much that was kind of the idea, was to match that and leave something for those that will come and record it after us too.
With that said, your lineup of just artists that you've had on this album was completely in the most R&B centric style of
Mm,
artists from like that
thank
range.
you.
From you had Chloe, you had Andra, you had a member from Earth, Wind and Fire on there, Phillip, I believe.
hmm
What was it like working with these individuals on a record that had such a classic R&B just aesthetic to it?
Honestly, it was we was taking this song at a time, so you don't really get a chance to get that overwhelming connecting feeling until it's all done. Um, you do feel like you have something, but what you have you don't see until you see the order of how the songs are, whatever the case may be. But a more of a finished, well-rounded project. But individually, I've either known or met them before in some kind of way for us to want to get together in some type of timing, whether it was my album or theirs. Just happened to be my time to play, you know. We're definitely honored to have all of the features that are here, from Andra to Chloe to Coco to Freddie to Phillip Bailey, Raphael Sadiq, Robert Glasper. I mean, yeah, it's good company to be in, but people I actually really know and rock with and have a real respect for.
Was there a moment during that creation process or just the collaboration aspect that had you astounded about who you were working with, whether it was a surprise of the vocals that you were getting or whether it was the production aspect, working with Yeti Beats? Was there a moment that holds really dear to you that during that time you just were, wow, I'll never get this replicated again?
Never changed the song Phillip Bailey.
What does
Yeah.
that one mean to you specifically? How was that? Just take us through it.
I mean, you're not going. It's not 100 Phillip Baileys. It's not 100 of them. It's not 10. It's not five. It's not three. It's only one. Um, it's certain things that God allowed to happen that you just know it's Him. I don't know what else to say.
It's a
That's
one
the
of a kind moment.
yes.
I
That's the
get you.
simple. Yes, there's no other author. Nobody else could be confused with the blame or the publishing of it. Is just like, for it was just God the way it happened, man. I can't even lie to you.
And so to go along with that, speaking of how he impacted your album, you said this album was very inspired by Al Green and how his sound from the 70s pretty much
No, I
just
did
kind of
not.
crafted. You did not.
No, I did not say
Oh,
that.
I'm so sorry. I
No,
saw it
I
was like
did
an
not say
Al
that.
Green influence from the press release. I am
Al
so
Green is
sorry.
one of the inspirations of just soul music for me, but I cannot be nobody. I I wouldn't have went to Memphis if they wanted me to be Al Green.
Oh,
I'm not.
pardon me. I'm
I'm
sorry.
not in. No, I'm not saying to you. I'm just saying to in general. I can't. It can only be one, man. And
Do,
I'm too busy trying to build BJ to be him. But I think it just happened to be his studio, from my understanding. I didn't pick the actual location. Yeti Beats was totally in charge of picking the location of where. When they told me, I was definitely happy and ecstatic, but I wasn't chasing anybody's sound or anything like that. Being inspired, yes, I'm inspired by Al Green and the many others, and you can hear it through the project. But I am never trying to replace him, be him, or anything. It wasn't even my choice to go to Memphis. That wasn't my pick. So I don't want to put out that narrative of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
no, respect that. Respect that. I'm sorry about that.
Inspiration, hell
Pardon me.
yeah. Inspired by Al Green. I mean, all of the soul greats, gospel greats as well, R&B greats as well. Inspired by all of them for sure.
And then to speak on how you stated that being yourself and genuine self, it's just the
Mhm.
main thing. You don't want to ever be another artist. You want to be BJ's Chicago kid and just be strictly, genuinely BJ.
Yeah.
Do you feel that with this point in your career that this album is helping you shape exactly who you are as an artist with putting out a project like this?
Um, I don't know if it's helped shape me as an artist. I think it'll be really cool for the fans to help answer that, but I think this project was definitely needed in my repertoire in the just when it's all said and done. I think a effortless fun sound when it comes to me, my voice, and my sound, I think is needed when you put all those albums and everything I've done on the wall. When it's all said and done, you get to look at it as a collage. You get to see this beautiful piece too. It has a spot. It's understood why it's there. And it smells just as beautiful as all the other flowers. I just wanted to I want my work to be different in each form, but honest and true to the moment that I'm in. So it's a real journey. It's a real roller coaster. It's not just one monotone thing. So I think I definitely needed this and the sounds of what we kind of brought with this into the discography of what I do even after this.
And then you released back in 2009 with The Taste of Gravy. That was your first official mixtape, correct?
Say it one more time.
Taste of Gravy was your first official mixtape back in 2009, correct?
Taste of Chicago.
A Taste of Chicago. I'm sorry. This one's called Gravy. Pardon me again.
Mm-hmm.
So, what exactly do you see yourself in a sense of improvement that you've seen from A Taste of Chicago to now releasing Gravy? Where exactly do you feel like you've grown and just learned and matured and overall just become better as an artist since 2009 to where you're at in 2023?
That's a lot of time, but I mean, just in time, everything that you, I think, want to be great at and you continue to do, you get better at. It's hard to pinpoint what one thing. I would love to ask Twitter that the people that heard the album shit, what do you hear different from? But my life, it changes naturally, just personally, and because I write the music. But exactly what it is, I can't tell you, but it definitely is a lot of evolution in general. Even being in Memphis, we were gone for 7 days, but we were in that studio for 5 days. So 98% of these songs were written in Memphis as is, kind of real time and real lyrics, kind of as it is. Nothing's really been edited or changed like that. When it comes to my vocals, pretty much to say. So the sharpness and the more me being present and recording it, I think it's a good way for the kind of gauge and see, what those evolutional things are from then to now. That I would love for them to answer that, because right now, personally, I can, but musically, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I know things are better because I never stopped doing it, but I don't know what's better on Gravy than in my mind. Like, it still was a soulful BJ. It still was a very precise. It's still so. I don't know. I would love to hear what people say. I think that'd be a very interesting thing to listen to and kind of rock with them with.
I mean, to credit to your work, I feel like it's like you said, you definitely always get better. I don't think you've ever had a slump or a setback or any release that had made people think that he's losing it or he's not giving us what we're looking for. I think no matter what you do, it's overall something that will resonate with others and also bring people to enjoy rather than seeing yourself digressing or regressing in any way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. And then to speak a little bit further on the album Gravy, what exactly came from where the name came from, the overall, the message, the overall, the impact that it has to you?
The organicness of what we do as a people, our boldness, our confidence, our choices. That's gravy. Like, we live soulfully. To me, soul is gravy. You know what I'm saying? So it all kind of coincides. It smothers, it covers, it do all that.
And then for what we're going to see for following from anything coming up from you, whether it be a tour, another album, another single EP, do you normally tend to do 10 steps ahead and you have it all planned out for how you want your discography to look at? Or do you let it live in the moment of where you feel at your point in that time and that's how you go about your projects?
Yeah, sometimes I'm too ahead and people don't do it till like 8 years later. And I'll be like, where was you, mother? Because yeah, sometimes it be like that. It's the gift and the curse. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna win all of them.
And then for my final question, with this album, it has all these soulful sonics that we have going for it and everything in terms of like what it's about, what it stands for, what it will be, from how people are going to receive it and how they're going to listen to it. What are you most proud of this project in particular when it comes down to just how it all turned out and the results of it?
Honestly, I'm happy it's done. I'm happy.
Really?
Yeah, this wasn't a typical BJ album process. This was um myself and Yeti. So it's two entities that are figuring out things with scheduling and just the natural things that allow us to actually be in the same room and make it happen. Um, this album definitely took longer than a year for sure. So to be happy that it's done is to be happy that it's out. Is to be happy that the people can have it finally and enjoy it as much as we've been privately enjoying the music by ourselves. I'm happy they could finally like get the same thing and more of what we've been feeling and listening to.
No, it's true and completely dope. I love that. That's amazing
Yeah.
because I can only imagine definitely when you're sitting on music for so long, you're eventually going to be like, it's got to be out. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or it
you've
gets
crafted.
old to you, or you think too much on it. Now you want to change something. It's like, nah, it's done. Let's hurry up,
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
thing
Just
out
let it
before
be.
you
Let
be
it be.
overthinking. Yeah, it's that type of thing. So I'm just happy that the people have it and the process is finished. And with art, it's a very fine line to when to find when you're finished. That secret spot of like, okay, I can live with this forever. That takes a lot. So to find that, I think means a lot. So I'm happy that people love it.
No, and as a fan and as someone who's listened to it, it's great. I think honestly, how you just cemented everything for what it is and what it's going to be, and
Thank
it
you.
makes me want to listen to more. Of course.
That's what's up. That's what's up.